There is a natural order of peace and harmony between creation and the universe. Every living organism helps to keep this delicate balance of harmony in place. However, at times, human beings intervene and upset this balance of natural harmony. We pollute the world with our anger, jealousy, envy, animosity, hatred and prejudice, with our egos and many other contemptuous feelings, with an excuse of living a better life, political domination, guarding our cultural nationalism, or being religiously exclusive. In order to maintain the balanced order, to keep peace and harmony, it is important for us to know each other. Knowing and learning about one another is the first step on the road to attaining love and peace. A practice all peacekeepers need to undertake. This is the core fundamental teachings of Fethullah Gulen, named as one of Time magazine's 100 most influential people in 2013. It is from these teachings that the Turquoise Harmony Institute inspires its endeavors to contribute to meaningful, inclusive, peaceful and sustainable coexistence among all global communities. For Fethullah Gulen, love is the essence of creation. In a world which is overpolluted by evil, there is something that is left untouched and clean. That is love. If there's a beauty that has preserved its magnificence without fading, that is also love. Because of this, the Turquoise Harmony Institute was founded and established around these essential features of knowing and loving. The Turquoise Harmony Institute philosophy and activities are rooted in the tradition of promoting love and discourage against enmity. This form of tradition, along with altruistic services to humanity, finds its unique place within the concept of Ubuntu. The Turquoise Harmony Institute aims to use the culture of Ubuntu to serve the South Africa people by inviting them to come together, united in diversity. The Turquoise Harmony Institute aims to accomplish its vision by engaging with a variety of social and civic actors and inviting those from other communities to generate and share insights, thus removing barriers and obstacles of difference and build mutual understanding and trust instead. Turquoise Harmony Institute highlights three main core problems facing humanity. 1. Ignorance. 2. Disunity. And 3. Poverty. To tackle these problems, 4 types of solutions are used as tools for change. 1. Education. 2. Dialogue. 3. Welfare. And 4. Progress. Since its founding, the Institute has established centers in Cape Town, Durban and Johannesburg, developing infrastructure and networks to actively engage in seeking solutions for the various problems faced by society. The solutions offered by the Institute are coordinated by the activities and programs of its visionary volunteers and leadership. Since 2005, the Institute has hosted its annual Friendship and Dialogue Dinners, which are held to highlight the progress of intercultural and interfaith dialogue and peace, which includes the participation of esteemed guests and people from different faiths, cultures, ethnicities, and political affiliations. These gatherings have become a powerful symbolism of the Turquoise Harmony Institute and its aim of achieving genuine social cohesion, tolerance, understanding, and collaboration. In order to experience and capture the spirit of Ramadan, the Institute arranged for various interfaith communities to experience the blessed month by inviting them to fast-breaking dinners. These interfaith dinners are attended by representatives of various churches, synagogues, and other faith-based communities. These events are used to promote the concept of understanding and tolerance, regardless of our different faith affiliations. Every year, the Turquoise Harmony Institute hosts its prestigious annual Peace and Dialogue Awards ceremony, which awards and recognizes individuals and organizations who have greatly contributed time, effort, energy, leadership, and dedication to the cause of dialogue, peace, and community service. The Institute also arranges Turkish language and cooking classes for those who are interested, which are held over the weekend. Cooking classes are perhaps the most popular activity, which are attended by ladies who come together under the Turquoise Harmony Institute's Women and Family platform. The platform organizes a wide range of activities, bringing together various women discussion forums, which focus on issues affecting women, families, and children. The Turquoise Harmony Institute recognizes that poverty requires long-term sustainable solutions. However, there are many people who are poor and hungry right now who are in need of immediate aid and relief. The Institute's relief project has been ongoing for a year and has served strategically as immediate intervention until concrete and sustainable solutions are implemented. The Institute has formed a unique partnership with the South African Police Service known as the Gift of Hope campaign. The campaign's aim is to acknowledge members of the police force who were killed in the line of duty and at the same time give back to their bereaved families by assisting them with food aid, psychological counseling and educational needs by sponsoring the school fees of 15 orphans whose fathers were killed police officers in the line of duty. As part of its various former programs, the Institute hosts various events, including public exchanges, dialogue forums, seminars, public lectures, local and international conferences and panel discussions on a variety of issues ranging from contemporary social issues to interfaith matters in collaboration with other cultural and non-governmental organizations. The future is in our hands at present. Our children's tomorrow depends on what we do today. We, as a global community, must challenge misconceptions with dialogue, fear with education, and animosity with tolerance, mutual understanding, and respect. It is our hope that you join us in this noble quest to build a better and brighter future for everyone, regardless of faith, race, gender, class, or ethnicity. Turquoise Harmony Institute, so we may know one another.
Welkom. Fijn dat je er bent. Neem plaats. Je gaat vandaag een reis maken van een vluchteling. Een vluchteling uit Syrië. In hypnose. Concentreer je even op mijn vinger. Als die vinger omlaag gaat, worden je ogen steeds zwaarder. En je zakt dieper, steeds dieper in een rustige hypnose. Je onderbewustzijn, Mirko, is wagenwijd open, neemt alles op wat ik zeg. Alles wat ik zeg, ervaar je heel intens. Het is al wekenlang oorlog. Jullie wonen in een stad die al heel lang wordt belegerd. Je bent net thuis naar je werk en plotseling hoor je schieten. Het komt dichter en dichter bij je. Er wordt op je huis geschoten. Een raket komt op je huis af. Een enorme explosie volgt. Overal is stof. Je kunt moeilijk ademhalen. En je jongste broertje en je zusje kun je niet vinden. Tussen het puin buiten vind je delen van hun kleren. Hun favoriete knuffels. En tenslotte ook hun lichaamsdelen. Drie maanden later. Je bent zonder je familie op de vlucht. Je zit in een gare oude bus. Het is bloedheet. En je bent misselijk van de benzinegeur. Politiemensen stoppen de bus. Er breekt paniek uit. Je medepassagiers beginnen weg te rennen. Jij doet hetzelfde. Je rent en je rent. 8 dagen later. Je zit op een kleine boot midden op de zee met hoge golven. Het is ijskoud. Ijs en ijskoud. En nu kijk je naar voren en dan zie je een andere vluchtelingenboot. En nu kijk, er zijn mannen die met grote messen die boten lek steken. En die boot zinkt. Het gegil van de zinkende vluchtelingen is vreselijk. Kom! Je bent nu aangekomen in een vluchtelingenkamp. De geur van rot is overal. Je hebt dagenlang niets gegeten. Het beetje eten dat er is slecht. Je wordt ziek. Uiteindelijk krijg je hulp van een Griekse vrouw. Zij helpt je een officiële aanvraag te doen om naar Nederland te gaan. Je bent eindelijk veilig. Als ik weer hoor of tik, ben je wakker? Hoi, Mirko. Wakker. Hoi, Kik. Hoe voel je je?
Alsof ik net wakker ben.
Zullen we samen gaan kijken hoe jouw reis onder hypnose verlopen is?
Ja, zeker.
Wat doet je dit nou, Hetty, nu je dit ziet?
Rillingen lopen over mijn lijf, eerlijk gezegd.
Het is gewoon verschrikkelijk.
Verschrikkelijk.
Ja.
Niet van hoe ga ik het in mijn eentje oplossen voor mijn hele familie of zo, ja.
Zou je de persoon die dit echt heeft meegemaakt willen ontmoeten?
Ja, is goed. Ja.
Dat is Marwa.
Mag ik je een knuffel geven?
Ja.
I give you,
Oh, ik vind het zo heftig.
Verschrikkelijk.
This is just exactly the story you...
Yes.
Ik hoop dat wij je een beetje omarmd hebben hier. Dat je je een beetje veilig voelt. Hè?
Try to forget this...
Ja.
Thank you. Sanbonan. A very good evening to you. Yes.
The young for me.
Mama Miriam Makeba. This song just touches me so much. She says, don't divide us, unify us. Don't divide us, unify us. That's Mama Miriam Makeba, our own Empress of Song. She so deserved to be called Mama Africa. She traveled to many, many countries being our own cultural ambassador. And Mama Miriam, when she addressed the United Nations, telling them about what was going on in our country, many people who are refugees today don't have that opportunity to go to the United Nations to tell the people at the United Nations what's going on in their home country. My name is Gcina Mhlophe. I'll be your program director this evening. And I'm so honored to be part and parcel of this amazing concert organized by Turquoise Harmony Institute. There's the word, harmony. Isn't that what we wish for in the world we live in today? There's the word. That's what we wish for. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a fantastic evening tonight. We have got so much talent that's going to hit this stage. I'm feeling totally honored. But the first musician that's going to come up just now, I'd like to tell you a little bit about him. Mina, ngimbiza uBra Pops, because he's my brother. Ngimbiza uBra Pops, but let me tell you a bit more. Let's go formal. Let's go formal and tell you more about who this man really is. Pops Mohamed from Jozi. He has been playing this kora for many, many years. Pops Mohamed has been also performing with many other musicians in different parts of the world. He has been to Copenhagen, to Germany, performed in Vietnam, Belgium, New York, Oslo, Finland, Ireland, Zanzibar. He has been to so many countries representing traditional music. He loves traditional music. He plays different instruments, as you're going to see here tonight. But also, Pops has played with the likes of Quincy Jones at a function that was graced by Shabazz, the daughter of Malcolm X. Also, Pops Mohamed with Bruce Cassidy, they won an award, a summer award for an album that was called Timeless. He also got another summer for his album that was a jazz album with traditional music. It was the best traditional jazz performance album, and it was called Ancestral Healings. Put your hands together for the one and only, my brother, Pops Mohamed. Yes! Pops Mohamed. Slindewen, Nando, that's Slindewen. Yeah. Woo-woo!
That was the sound of the ancestors. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. It's such an honor to see so many faces, people coming here for one common cause. The one thing that I'd love to actually express is the plight of women and children who are captured in Turkey. Children being arrested, women under prosecution. It's been going on for a long time, and it's so difficult to think that we are in the 21st century. We're supposed to be an advanced nation. But it seems to me that planet Earth, Mother Earth, is tired, and it keeps giving birth to bad things. There's so many beautiful things happening, but when you look at the plight of Turkey, it is really, really difficult. So I would love us, I feel so strong about this, that people should actually show solidarity to the women and children in Turkey. It is absolutely devastating what's going down there. And I want people to give their full support for the people of Turkey and refugees from other parts of the world. Thank you so much. And before we carry on, I'd love to introduce my colleagues. I've been playing with them for many years. On keyboards, Mr. Max Baloy, give him a big hand. And then the funky man, Mr. Galian Goveni, give him a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to introduce you to this instrument, which is named after my mom. She's called Fatima. A big hand to Fatima. Welcome to the future. Let us take a journey into the mystical past, where you shall find your future. A future of love, peace, and understanding, where we will give our love and respects to the unborn babies of tomorrow. I'm talking about the Dalai Lamas of the world, the Nelson Mandelas of the world, Mahatma Gandhi, Albertina Sisulu, Joe Slovo, Helen Suzman, Steve Biko, Credo Motwa, Mile Angelo, Mary of the Maroons, Malcolm X. You see, they stand for what you and I could be. Stretching before me like a galaxy of stars into entities of the unknown. For you will never know where you're going to unless you know where you're coming from. And this is your future. You are a child of a destiny. And I would love to welcome you to your own 21st century. With love, peace, understanding, tranquility, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, and mystical experiences. But I also believe one day when I die, I shall become a dream. I'd love to become your dream. The dream of the past, the present, and the future. Welcome to your own 21st century. mystical experiences. One day when I die, I shall become a dream of the past, the present, and the future. I'd love to become your dream of mystical experiences.
That is Pops Mohamed and the team. Have you introduced them? He did. I'm resigning this Master of Ceremonies thing. Sitting there, I resign one time. How are you doing? Right? Yeah, yes, I'd like to share with you a poem that found me in the streets of New York. A short little baby poem that has stayed with me for so long, written by a man who knows what it's like to be persecuted, to be away from his own home country. He's from Chile, and he goes like this. When the enthusiastic story of our time is told, for those who are yet to be born, but announce themselves with more generous face, will come out ahead, those who've suffered most. But that being still ahead of our time means much more suffering. But then it is beautiful to see the world with eyes that have not yet been born. And splendid to know yourself victorious when all around you it's still so cold and so dark. That's Pablo Neruda. Pablo Neruda. Uyazi, when I was invited to be part of this amazing coming together of great talents, I wasn't sure, do I bring the right message, Mina? But I think of the privilege I've had with the amount of traveling that I have done. I'm wondering, is there anybody here from Cameroon? Absent. Anybody here from Senegal? Absent. Anybody here from India? Present. Anybody here from Ethiopia? Present. Where? Ethiopia? Yes. Uganda, are you in the house? Kenya, are you in the house? Yes. You are in the house. Yes. Argentina, are you in the house? Yay! Whoa! Ungaqali ke Argentina. Ungaqali umessage isosa ngizomletha la namhlanje. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling the man behind this idea of having this concert. He's from Turkey, and he's executive director of the Turquoise Harmony Institute. Mr. Ayhan Çetin. he is going to be addressing us right now. Please welcome him on stage. It's been a lot of worrying, preparing for this, and now it actually has happened. Many sleepless nights. Siyabonga kakhulu baba. Siyabonga.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So I'm not going to ruin your night by talking 15 minutes, but I would like to welcome you on behalf of Turquoise Harmony Institute and the other partners institutions. I'm sure you're all aware of them. I just want to, share some figures with you about the refugees, which usually people do that, but I think I will approach the issue from some other perspective. I think the latest report from the UNHCR, so there are more than 70 million forcibly displaced people in the world. So this doubled the figure of the 2 decades ago. Every 2 seconds, another person is forced to flee their home. And every year, refugees walk over 2 billion kilometers to find safety. In 2018, every second refugee was a child, with around 111,000 of these children facing the journey alone without their families. And Sub-Saharan Africa hosts more than 26% of the world's refugee population. But as shocking as these figures are, they don't tell the personal stories of refugees and displaced people. The numbers do not convey the experience of being forced from home, the loss and the struggle, and the strength and the courage it takes to move towards a new horizon. I was born in Turkey. I've been living in South Africa for many years now, but I never gave a much thought to this individual experience of being a refugee. Of course, I knew that reaching a place where the only choice is to leave your home, your community, and your country could not be an easy one. But I would look at the refugees fleeing in the boats like I was watching a documentary, as something taking place outside my own experience. But that all changed when my own brother, I think he's amongst you now, and many of my friends were forced quite suddenly to become refugees, to run away from the persecution happening in Turkey. I had never thought that something like that would happen to people I knew or a member of my own family. During that time, I saw the anguish and the terrible uncertainty that this status brings. I saw how the human experience is reduced to one of mere survival, taken one step after the other one on a journey that is fraught with obstacles and that has no certain end point. And these challenges of refugees and their pain and struggle that they have been going through motivated us as an institution to put this concert together. We wanted to honor refugees with something that touches on the humanity of all us, no matter where we find ourselves living or what our cultural, economic, religious, or social background is. And tonight we are using the power of music to honor every single refugee and the displaced person here in South Africa, across the continent and around the world. South Africa is a very lucky country, I think, and we have many musicians and artists who are willing to do what they can to change the lives of people. I would like to thank the Pops Mohamed, Rosemary from Buskaid, and Andre from Samro Foundation. So I still remember the first meeting about putting up this concert together. And I would like to extend my gratitude to other artists that you are going to see on the stage today. And the most important, I think, I would like to thank our partners. Maybe you will see on the screen now, so their support and efforts must be thanked. And especially I would like to thank Samro Foundation and the James from Samro Foundation. I think he is the one behind everything here on the stage. And also Universal Rights Association, who is encouraging us to be aware of the human rights violations every part of the world. Lastly, I want to call on each and every one of you to become an active part of promoting a narrative of possibility of a refugee, a narrative in which our solidarity as human is what drives us forward. Thank you very much.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Khethiwe uzi Ketelimbira, Ketiwe, uzi Ketelimbira, Musano Munanda, Ihaibo, Ketiwe, uzi Ketelimbira, Ketiwe uzi Ketelimbira, Ketiwe uzi Ketela Imbira. No girl in this land shall play imbira. No. You heard me right. I said no girl in this land shall play imbira. Lutho nje. Ayikho intombazana kule lizwe ezodlala imbira sengishilo. Those were the words Ketiwe grew up with. Every year she listened to these words. Other girls accepted this as the law of the land, but she decided she was different. She decided one day she would lay her hands on a good imbira and learn to play it well, and there would be no stopping her. You're wondering what's an imbira? An imbira might be called a kalimba. Some people call it a sanza. Other people call it a thumb piano. That's an imbira. And for a long time, girls and women were not allowed to play this music of the ancestors. Ketiwe was an only child. She lived with her parents. She made sure that she woke up every morning and did all that she had to do. But in the afternoon, when the sun throws that beautiful golden light all over the land, making everyone beautiful, even I am good looking at that hour. This is the time we call Selibantu Bahle. And Ketiwe would walk down lazily to the river, and she would jump into the pool, and she would swim, enjoying herself, and she would dream of that day when she would find an imbira, where she would learn to play that instrument. The following year, there was this big celebration that happened. It was called the end of harvest celebration. All the boys and the men who knew how to play the instrument, they gathered at the king's place and they sat down and they played. It was this wonderful orchestra of imbira players. And Ketiwe knew that she couldn't go anywhere near that instrument, so she dressed beautifully. She got her hair plaited and her beads, and she stepped into the circle and she danced like there was no tomorrow. She danced like there was no tomorrow. People said, hey, look at that girl. She dances like she is possessed. Others said, Yazin, she must be called the queen of the imbira. Other people said, oh, she thinks she's special. You know, Omonashe. There are those jealous people. They said she thinks she's special. But Ketiwe continued dancing and she enjoyed herself. Even the king, as he sat there, old man was nodding approvingly. The following time when there was the celebration, again she went into the middle of the circle. She danced and people praised her, and other disapproving people said, oh, safa Ketiwe. Now, one time the news spread throughout the land saying that the king of the land wasn't well. He was so sick they couldn't even put their hands on what was wrong with him. They performed all kinds of ancestral ceremonies. Traditional healers came. They brought different types of medicine. He did not get better. And Ketiwe wanted so much to assist. She didn't know what to do. She didn't want the old man to die. She adored him. It was like her own grandfather. She loved the king. But now she had been at the river a few days before. She had been swimming at that time of day when there's that golden light. When we say, Selibantu Bahle, she saw a hand swimming towards her. And as that hand was coming closer, it was carrying an imbira. An imbira. She couldn't believe it. She swam closer. She accepted the gift, thanking the hand and its unseen owner. She swam out. She took her shawl, dried herself, and wrapped the instrument, and she ran all the way home, making sure that nobody knew what she was carrying. Not even her mother knew what she had. She put it away far, and now in the afternoons, when the light threw that golden light, where we say it's the time of the beautiful people, Ketiwe took her secret and ran with it to the river. Not to swim this time, but to find a hiding place where she could try to play the instrument. And she found a little cave. And she sat in that cave and she tried to strum. It sounded terrible. She said, but it always looks so easy when those people are playing it. She tried and tried. It was horrible. She went home the following afternoon. She came. She tried again. It wasn't working. She just kept on trying. But now, one day, she was in that cave. And she felt a melody coming. She began to sing to herself. She didn't know where this melody came from. Siyayibiza, siyayibiza, siyayibiza mimoya, yabanga seko. Siyayibiza, siyayibiza, siyayibiza mimoya, yabanga seko. Siyayibiza, siyayibiza, siyayibiza mimoya, yabanga seko. She kept on playing over and over. When she heard old melodies from birds singing, she incorporated into her playing. She felt the music in her veins, in her blood. She couldn't believe it was she, Ketiwe, playing that instrument. And suddenly, she was possessed by an uncontrollable desire to go and see the king. She didn't care if people said it would be a curse if a girl played the imbira. She went out, walked on the riverbank. She was walking faster and faster, like she was propelled by the wind. And the elders saw, we are going to be cursed. What is the child doing? Even if they hid their faces, she kept on walking to the king's place. When she got there, the king was lying on his bed. And he could hardly open his eyes. He could hardly even drink water. Many elders that traveled from far and wide, they were sitting there trying to accompany him on the last leg of his journey. And as he lay there, Ketiwe walked in, fell to her knees and crawled to the king. And she sat on her bedside and she played the instrument. Now the elders didn't know if they were going to have heart attacks. They didn't know what was going to happen now. They were going to struck by lightning, or maybe the king was going to die instantly. But Ketiwe began to sing and play the music. And the more she played, the more imbiras could be heard, even though they couldn't see them. When she sang, "Siyayibiza imimoya," we are calling on the spirits of the ancestors. Oh my. There was a choir in that big round hut. The elders were rubbing their eyes. They were looking around. What is going on exactly? And Ketiwe didn't stop. She kept on playing and playing and playing until the king opened his eyes. Until he sat up in bed unassisted. The elders thought, I guess that's He sat up unassisted. And then he pointed on the walls. He could see many faces of kings and queens long dead. He saw them. And they were all talking to him. They said, "Qhubeka uphile, keep on living. Qhubeka uphile, keep on living. Qhubeka uphile, keep on living." Oh my. He smiled. He stood up. And the elders, they stood up as well. And they sat down and they stood up. They didn't know what to do. And then the king looked at this young lady with an imbira and said, "Ketiwe, you are the chosen one. You have come to heal me. And because of you, Ketiwe, I say, as from today, every boy and yes, every girl in this land shall be free to play the music of the ancestors." Keep on playing. And did she play? And today, it is the 20th of June, 2019. if you are playing a role to make it easier for another human being, if you are doing something positive in your society, I say, qhubeka udlale, keep on playing that role, keep on playing that role. If you care about people who are displaced from the countries they come from, they don't just wake up in the morning and say, I want to go to a foreign country. Do understand, when we have got places, when we talk about these experiences, let's lend people an ear. Let's be compassionate. Let's say, umuntu ngabantu. When we say another person is hungry, let's remember when we say, isisu somhambi asingakanani singakento yenyoni. A traveler's stomach is not that big. Even a little morsel will satisfy. So I say to each and every one of you who chose to come here tonight, qhubeka udlale, keep on playing that role. Qhubeka udlale, keep on playing that role. Qhubeka udlale, qhubeka udlale, keep on playing that role. Siyabonga.
We couldn't leave the cabin for months. Things were not the same. My parents were not like they were before. They seemed sad and worried. It was no fun. It was so boring. My dad was the only one who could rarely leave home. One night, he came back with great news. We were going on a boat trip. My sister and I were so excited. We could barely sit still. Although my mom and dad were smiling with us, they looked nervous. Even though our boat wasn't quite what I had imagined, it was nice. The sea was so deep and beautiful. I knew my dad was a teacher, but I didn't know he was also a captain. He was steering our boat. As we got closer to the island, it looked brighter and more beautiful. All of a sudden, a strong wind and waves came and started to rock our boat. We were scared and huddled together. Everything got dark. We were free. We were all finally free and happy.
The children who are present here with us today, they have made some puppets and they've worked tirelessly. They come from a project called 3 to 6. Are you here? 3 to 6, where are they? Yebo! Salute you. 3 to 6, here they are. Hello, those are the VIPs. Those are the VIPs, you see? And these VIPs, they are part of this 3 to 6 project. They were able to go to school even though they didn't have papers allowing them to go to school. They were allowed by Sacred Heart College to do after hours. When the school is finished, they open for them so that these refugee children can attend until they are ready to be incorporated into normal school. Siyabonga, Sacred Heart. Siyabonga. Siyabonga. So important. Siyabonga kakhulu. And now we're going to have Buskaid on stage. And Buskaid has been around since 1997. I had the privilege of being on this stage at the Linder Auditorium when they were celebrating their 5th birthday. And it was amazing. It was sold out and there was the press. It was just, wow, what an evening. It was buzzing. There was a huge cake backstage. And then, bam, Eskom said, "Ayi kanjalo." No lights. It was dark here. Now, since I have got my inbuilt microphone, I continued. And then somebody said, "My wife has got candles at home. I'll go and bring some candles." And he brought 2, 3 candles here. And then somebody else went out. The next thing you know, this whole front part was full of candles. So we had a candlelit concert. A candlelit concert. This Buskaid, they just continued playing and playing. Rosemary, bravo, bravo, bravo. Let's welcome them on stage. We know we're going to have a wonderful, wonderful one. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
And even the tortoise smile is something he can't see. My baby don't care, no. My baby just cares for me. And even Liberace smile is something he can't see. It's something he can't see. I wonder what's wrong with baby. My baby just cares for. My baby just cares for. My baby just cares for me. There's a little song I wrote, might wanna sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry now, be happy. Yeah, ooh. Ain't got no place to lay your bed. Somebody came and took your place. Don't worry now, be happy. The landlord said your rent is late. He might have to litigate. Don't worry now, be happy. Yeah, ooh. Zeparanda da da, azuparanda, zeparanda. Yeah, ooh, zuparanda, zeparanda, zeparanda. Ooh,
mama ebenge na mama ngekwela kwela Gcina kama poise epi na mama ebenge na mama ngekwela kwela 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 mama kwela kwela mama kwela 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 mama kwela kwela mama Bazos fu ni tombas bazos moshelo bumnan ebas fa mama kwi kwela kwela Bazos fu ni tombas bazos moshelo bumnan ebas fa mama kwi kwela 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 mama kwela kwela mama kwela 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 mama kwela kwela mama Papa, Papa, Papa. I tell it, la ma poisa, ma quanti stavo mama vetu, ungabu Zulu, ungabuza no Mandela, na you Oliver Tambo, vaya si quella quella, uta utkwabo zozibari, arie come dole, uta utkwabo manavari, arie come dole, quella Angafika ndaweni kwela bantu lokufake pana ngebe pana ngathelo ya opotelo ya iso alame hamba nawe weputim nangi hamba nawe weputing hamba nawe weputing hamba nawe weputim nangi hamba nawe wemsheli wami ungangishala kanjani ekatawubonisa jai uzongigaba makumaga ayoyoyoyoyo katawuboni ayoyoyoyo mshela bonisa jai uzongigaba makumaga ayoyoyoyo katawuboni ayoyoyoyo mshela bonisa jai uzongigaba makumaga kukuthanda yo 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 awume bathaji bame batayitwarela awukawani nayo kyawrata mnat kawani nayo ma enayo ma kyawrata mnat
When war came to my village, my life with my family, my friends, my school, my own room, my favorite things all came to an end.
We must leave now. Quick. Only take what you can carry. Go, go, go.
My name is Precious, and this is the beginning of my story. We decided to catch the train to Lumumbashi and make our way to an uncle in Johannesburg. We had to sell some of our clothes to get enough money for tickets.
No, not my t-shirt. We need to sell something if we are going to get into the train.
One man took clothes and ran away without paying. We could not pay for the journey, but we thought we would try our luck. Our luck ran out. We were thrown off the train by the conductor.
Get off, get off. Who do you think you are? Maybe we can follow the railway line.
We began to walk. It felt like forever. We had to cross many rivers. This was always dangerous. My mother was not a very good swimmer. The day she was eaten by a crocodile was the worst day of my life.
Oh, help! David! Precious, where are you? Ah!
We felt we could not go on, but we had to. Our troubles did not stop there. We were so hungry. My father tried to steal a chicken.
What do you think you're doing? Bring back my chicken and I'll shoot.
Run!
Father!
Now we were on our own.
Cette maladie du cœur, c'est le docteur, c'est le pas soigné.
2 days later, we found some mangoes. They were sweet and delicious.
L'amour, c'est une maladie du cœur, c'est le docteur, c'est le pas soigné. C'est toi, tu m'as abandonné. C'est toi, tu m'as rendu. Ça, je vais faire bientôt longtemps, mais qu'ils aiment ma mère dans mon aujourd'hui. Il fallait que je travaillais, mais qu'ils aiment notre boulot. C'est toujours notre boulot. Ma mère était pas là. Ça, c'est aventures, passagers dans les problèmes.
When you are a refugee, you have to cross rivers and mountains and fences. You don't always know when you are crossing a border.
What's that? Did you hear that?
You sometimes have to hide from soldiers. Once we found ourselves surrounded by wild animals. A lion tried to eat us, and we had to climb a tree.
Climb higher, Precious! Climb higher!
Our hearts were so happy when we saw our first South African village. We told them we needed a lift to Johannesburg, but the people wanted our bags with all our clothes and my jewelry before they could help us. The truck driver was a terrible man. We don't have any money to pay you.
We can make another plan. You can wash my clothes and do other little things for me.
At last we arrived in Johannesburg. It was so confusing. So many different languages and sounds. Then we had French. She was selling fruits on the side of the road, but she had her own problems.
You can't work here.
My name is Precious, and this is the beginning of my story.
Precious is an imaginary character. The students of 326 school created her to tell all our stories. Refugees like us are not always welcome in South Africa. Some of us have been lucky enough to become part of the 326 school at Sacred Heart College. Here we work hard to learn as much as we can. We are determined. We have not given up hope. Our future is starting to look bigger, better and brighter.
Ça je vais faire bientôt longtemps, mais qu'ils aiment ma mère d'âme aujourd'hui. Il fallait que je travaillais, mais qu'ils aiment notre boulot. C'est toujours notre boulot. Ma mère était pas là. Ça c'est aventures, passagers dans les problèmes. Ça c'est aventure, passagers dans les
Siyalekelelana, siyaphakamisana. As we are learning and we are growing and understanding each other again and again, going to that place that we talked about, that harmony. Right now, I'd like to call on stage a woman who's been called the Princess of Africa. She has won many awards. She has done so much work in the communities in different parts of the African continent, raising awareness about malaria. She has done so much in different communities in South Africa. She's a musician who's won many awards and who delivers again and again. Put your hands together for Miss Yvonne Chaka Chaka. Yvonne Chaka Chaka. She's in the house. We are here now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. You look so beautiful. Okay, I would love to sing you one of my favorite songs. It's called Pardon Me. And thank you very much for coming tonight. I know it's cold, but we appreciate your time. Is the song ready? You can have it. Pardon me, please. Pardon me, please. Hold my hand, be my friend. Don't close that door. The road is long, yearning for peace and unity. The nights are long, the days are short. How can we go on like this? Mothers crying, fathers fighting, children dying in the sea. This road is long, trying to find the way. I ask myself, I ask the world, why there is so much hate? Show me some kindness, open your heart, give me a chance to live. Pardon me, please. Pardon me. Won't you pardon me? Hold my hand, be my friend. Don't close the door. Pardon me, please. Pardon me, please. Hold my hand, be my friend. Don't close the I hope someday peace will prevail in the world. I've seen it all, still have some hope. We are all the same, one people. Pardon me, please. Pardon me, please. Hold my hand, be my friend. Don't close the door. Pardon me, please. Won't you pardon me, please? Won't you hold my hand? Won't you hold my hand? Please don't close that door. Don't you close that door. Don't you close that door. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. Hold my hand, be my friend. Don't close that door. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's from my latest CD called Keep Looking at Me. A big hand, ladies and gentlemen, from the maestro, Kutlwano Masote. Now I'm going to sing you one of my favorite songs. This is the song that I want you to sing for me when my coffin goes down. We're talking about love here. We're talking about peace. We're talking about land. It goes like this. Iweneni ngati ngoba nenyiga dochido changu kukona uchinyere mwerera kandarako raka shibirira buti rako raka fana nane rangu ugama hunoti badaneza dewe makori ya kawanda kana uchema dinozo moyo wangu guratiba kana uchema dinozo moyo wangu guratiba maine mwana warere wakafamu sangu apo mumwe murume aribada mbunsiko uzitari hondo maine mwana warere wakafamu sangu apo mumwe murume aribada mbunsiko musitari hondo kana uchema dinozo moyo wangu guratiba kana uchema dinozo moyo wangu guratiba. See, we're used to dancing. We're used to going like this. But the orchestra goes like that. Oh! Ganda rock, rockashviri. Buti rako raka fana na nera. Ukama hunoti badaneza. Dewe makori akawat. Kana uchema. Dino samoya wankukuratela. When you cry, when you cry, when you cry. Don't cry, brother. Don't cry, sister. Yeah. Oh, hey. Kana uchema. Dino samoya wankukuratela. Hey. Kana uchema. Don't you cry. So don't you cry. Kana uchema. Dino samoya wankukuratela. Hey, hey, kana uchema. Dino samoya wankukuratela. Thank you. A big hand, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing. Okay. You're going to have to stand up now. Are you ready? Do stand up. Okay, do stand up now. Mr. Sisun. Stand up, guys. Get down. All right, put your hands together now. Come, Beryl. I work hard every day to make my beer. Wake up early every morning to please my people with African beer. I love you. I'll make sure the fire burns to make my beer. My special beer is African beer. Everybody, come and drink my magic beer. Everybody, come and drink my African. Everybody, get down, get down. Come now, get down. I can't get up. I work hard to make them happy every weekend. Makes them party to the rhythm, makes them dance this magic beer. I wanna make you happy, I wanna make you smile, I wanna make you dance, dance. I'll make sure there's a party when they drink my special beer. Umkombote is African beer. Is African beer. Everybody, come and drink my magic beer. Everybody, come and drink my African. Everybody get up, get down. I can't see you getting down, get down. Okay. Can you hear that? magic beer. Everybody, come and drink my African beer. Everybody, come and drink my magic beer. Everybody, come and drink my African beer. Everybody, come and drink my magic beer. With my cup. Everybody, come and drink my African beer. With my shamini. Woohoo! Thank you. It's getting hot, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't they just beautiful? Give them a big round of applause. And a big round of applause for Kutwano Masote. And just stay put, ladies and gentlemen, because the princess is just going out and the queen is coming.
This Philharmonic Orchestra is very hot. They are like, the temperature is like this. Yabona? Angimashayela izandla nje. Hey, bamangele ukuthi who are these non-classical people? Who are these non-classical people? Yes, yes, we are calling the one and only Sibongile Kumalo to the house. Uzoqala nge-West Side. Mr. Kutlwano, usiphathele a West Side story first. Qale nge-West Side story before sibize uSibongile. Ngiyabonga ngibona ubaleka. West Side story and then we hear uSibongile. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you about this maestro, Mr. Kutlwano Masote. Born into a musical family in Soweto, Kutlwano Masote took up the cello at the age of 11, and he was awarded a scholarship to study cello and chamber music at the International Mannheim Music Academy in Switzerland. Masote became involved in various music NGOs like the Johannesburg Music Initiative, co-founded in 2001. Also, he had been part of the Johannesburg Philharmonic Orchestra and the Miyagi Festival, the Arts and Culture Trust, and now he's currently serving as on the Samro Foundation Artistic Committee. Mr. Kutlwano Masote. Mshayeleni izandla. Another person who was born in a very musical family. Masicabanga ubaba wakhe sithi ayinyakaza amathambo ubaba ukhaba umngoma makunjena. I would like to call upon the heavyweight of a voice like you cannot believe. A musician who plays several musical instruments. She goes into classical music, she goes into opera, she goes into deep traditional music. Amahubo, abamaziyo, bamazi in many jazz festivals. But also, when she took the stage during the musical Princess Magogo Katinu Zulu, you knew that the bones of our ancestors were moving. Let's give a warm welcome to Miss Sibongile Kumalo.
Time to focus, to stop the abuse, to hear the voice call from beyond. Sabelu yabizwa, uyabizwa wemdomnyama. Sabelu yabizwa, uyabizwa wemdomhlophe. Iyakubiza inguquko, iyakubiza inkululeko. Uyabizwa, uyabizwa mdomnyama, yeheni, yeheni. Uyabizwa, uyabizwa mdomhlophe, yeheni. Iyakubiza inguquko, iyakubiza inkululeko. When the drummer calls the tune and the dancer drums the earth, who is the master of the soul? When the dancer finds the song and the soul recalls the past, who is the master of the drum? Fumani ngoma zasendulo, sebephelele shaya ingoma kudumizulu. Fumani ngoma zasendulo, sebephelele shaya ingoma kudumizulu. Fumani sebephelele, sebephelele, sebephelele. It's time for the truth, love, and justice. It's time for the truth and purpose the world. It's time for the truth, love and justice. It's time for the truth and compass the world. For morning ngoma zasendulo, sebephelele shaya ingoma kudumizulu. Sebephelele awubheke ezintabeni, bavuma ingoma zasendulo. Uyabizwa, uyabizwa mntomnyama, yeheni, yeheni. Uyabizwa, uyabizwa mntomhlophe, yeheni. Sabela wemntomnyama, sabela wemntomhlophe. Sabela wena mntomsholo, unawe ngabe khanyilanga, oh yeah, inkululeko isifikile. Sabela wena mntomsholo, unawe ngabe khanyilanga, oh yeah, inkululeko iyakubizwa. Uyabizwa wena bo, uyabizwa wena bo, uyabizwa sabela, sabela uyabizwa, uyabizwa wemntomnyama. Sabela uyabizwa, uyabizwa wemntomhlophe. Thank you. Tiele jang, mamelani, mamelani. Tiele jang, mamelani. Sisebenzela ubunye, sisebenzela ubumbano. Sisebenzela imfundo sisebenzela inqubekela masisebenze ngamandla sisebenze ngothando masisebenze thina baqokiweyo sisebenze ngentshisekelo masibambaneni masizinikele sakhe iluntu siqinise uluntu masihlanganeni sakhe Afrika luphakame uphondo lwayo masihlanganeni masizinikele sakhe ubuntu sakhe uluntu masibambaneni sakhe Afrika luphakame uphondo lwayo phathi kejulime kuphihlik intsada emsamo phatha isixisho uphathe nequlo phathi hawo lakho uvikele ilizwe phathi izinduku zakho wophatha ubhoko lwakho khuthala wokhuthala masisebenze ngamandla sisebenze ngothando masisebenze thina baqokiweyo sisebenze ngentshisekelo sebenza mfana wasebenza nawe phathi kejulime phathi izinduku zakho uvikele ilizwe phathi izinduku zakho phathi ikeja lakho phathi izinduku zakho phathi ubhoko ukunobeke zuphakakela fumani bo fumani bo fumani Thank you.
Awuzwake. Now we bring them back together. Sisi Yvonne Chaka. Sibongile Kumalo. Kuhlwana masote. Siyayidudula siyayigoqa lento. Bashayeleni izandla ziyabuya lana. Bashayeleni izandla ziyabuya lana. Siyabonga.
A big hand, ladies and gentlemen, for the beautiful Gcina Mhlophe.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think you must just stand. What do you think?
Dance
okay, maybe
now.
on the next song. For the next song. You can stand if you wish. Come with me to Paradise Road. This way, please. I'll carry your load. This you must believe.
Come with me to Paradise Days. Look outside, open your eyes. This I know, 'cause I believe.
There are better days before us, and the burning bridge behind us, fire smoking. The sky is blazing, woman waiting weeping, and the young man yellow beating love. Paradise was almost closing
Come with me to Paradise Days. It'll clear your mind, it'll open your eyes. I know, 'cause I believe, I believe.
Take my hand to Paradise State. It'll change your life, it'll sure change your ways. I know, 'cause I'll be. There are better days before us, and the burning bridge behind us, fire smoking. The sky is blazing, woman waiting weeping, and the young man yellow beating Paradise was almost closing down. Before us, and the burning bridge behind us, fire smoking.
The sky is blazing, the
woman waiting weeping, and the young man yellow beating. There are better days before us, and the burning bridge behind us, fire smoking.
The sky is blazing,
there's a woman waiting weeping, and the young man yellow beating her for love. Paradise was almost closing down.
It was come with a
closing down. Paradise was almost closing down. The beautiful Sibongile Kumalo, ladies and gentlemen.
Yvonne Chaka, Yvonne Chaka.
And the very handsome Kutlwano Masote. And the beautiful orchestra. We love you.
I think they've been very nice to us. Ne?
Yes, they have.
They have been. So
Did you say one more? Listen. We work hard for our monies. So hard for it, honey. We work hard for our monies. If you want us to sing, you must pay.
No, but this is for real, you know. I've seen, you know, this is the age of YouTube, mostly. But I know this goes back a long, long time ago. When I grew up, there were things called amatimiti.
I don't even know what timiti is. Even Beryl doesn't.
So
she says, what's that?
At timitini, one of the things that would happen is that an artist like Yvonne or Sibongile or Gcina with his cello would be performing there, right? And before he does his second or third or fourth or fifth or eighth song, somebody says, with my £2, I say Gcina must not play. And somebody says, no, but with my £5, I say he must pay. And that's how money was raised for the community.
And in Nigeria, Oga, they say, I give you $100.
Okay. No, but
they don't talk rands.
No, but pounds those days were like
darling,
good money.
The pound today is not ask me.
Sorry.
They say so. They say ask me. Okay. All right, we want all our artists to come on stage. Pops, come.
No, but I have 50 rand in my bag. Pops is not coming up.
100 rand Pops comes.
Ayan, we want to raise money for this community, right? So we want to see real money, not just, this is my commitment.
You must come and put it to my face. But it must be real money for paper.
I need a hat, somebody. I need a hat. I can't take off my duke. It's dangerous down there. I need a hat.
We take the honorable's hat. Listen, we take the honorable's hat.
Wait, the honorable hat.
There. Honorable, we want your hat.
May we please
There's
have your...
the 100 rand there.
We want it inside the hat. We want the 100 rand inside the hat.
There.
Inside the hat.
Inside
there you go.
the hat.
Is that all that we're getting, 100 rand?
We love you.
In this beautiful, full house.
We so love you. We're going to sing 6 songs for you. And
no.
The white man is giving the money.
No, then we're not. Then
we love you. Put it there. You just
She's
pass it,
passing
my
the
sister.
hat. You can't pass the hat on. You must do something.
You can't.
Oh.
There's my child.
There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Yay. 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 And another one.
You're too slow. The money's going. They'll put it back.
And another one.
Thank you. Ayan. Where's Ayan?
Come. Ayan, where are you?
Ayan, come and take the money.
Oh, Gcina is over there. Great.
Oh, Andre, take the hat.
No, but this auditorium is too big. We can't have one hat.
It's okay. Andre.
Can we have another hat, please? Can we have another hat, please?
We love you, South Africa.
No, but Gcina can't hold that man. Yay! We need another hat or a duke.
And the honorable's hat must come back, guys. I know, honorable.
No, but
we love you, South Africa.
Oh, wow.
There's another hat there.
Awesome.
Fill up the hat. Upstairs. Don't forget them.
Yes.
Get a hat
and
up there.
On the sides. Where's your hat?
Gcina.
Yay.
Go and take the hat upstairs.
Okay. So, Gcina, let's get some order. Hey, excuse me.
Order, guys. Order in the house.
Honorable audience. Order, please. So, here's the thing. We love you, South Africa, but we love you, our compatriots from this continent, even more. Okay? We love you from the rest of this continent even more. So, Andre is cruising this side. Gcina is cruising that side. Who's cruising over there? Somebody's got to be cruising over there. Hey, hey!
A big hand for Turquoise Foundation, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Who's cruising over there? Who's cruising with the hat over there? Okay. And over there? Okay.
Okay, can the hat come back now with the money?
No, the hats are not full yet.
Can the hat comes back with their money
No,
now?
the hats are not full yet.
The honorable wants his hat.
The honorable will get his hat.
You want your hat here?
Honorable, you'll get your hat.
My sister wants to put some more money.
Where is this from? Please come and collect it from here. There's one hat here already.
There's one hat here.
Here's one hat here already. Okay.
And let the money come to me. Thank you.
Please take care of this.
It's yours. Kutlwano, this is yours. This one is mine.
And this is mine.
That one is yours. Gcina, that one is yours.
And you know how we do it, ne?
This one's mine.
You know how we do it? We do it like this.
It's okay.
That's how we do. It's a pity my dress doesn't.
Oh, my sister wants to bring more.
This is awesome.
Gcina, please come on stage. Pops, please come on stage. We're going to sing you one of the most beautiful songs in South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give my boss a mic.
Too kind. I just said to Andre, I think we've broken a few laws already with what we've just done, but that's fine. If you want your head back, please come and see me afterwards. Yeah. Just on behalf, I know we're all gonna thank each other, but on behalf of this wonderful orchestra, the Johannesburg Philharmonic Orchestra, thank you to all the artists. Thank you, Ian and the team. Thank you, Andre, James, Yvonne. Thank you all so much for making us sound great.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gcina, just come on stage. Pops is here.
Okay.
The only person who stands here is Kutlwan. Oh, Buskaid. Kwela Kutlwan. Let's hit the song, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, 15 years ago, one of the most beautiful but very naughty girl with a great voice departed, but her music will always live. Listen to this. It is a Friday night. You don't come around to see me in the week. You don't have a chance to call me on the phone, yeah.
And Friday night, I know I must be ready for you. But Friday night, I know I must be ready for you. Just be waiting for you. Friday night,
let me hear you sing.
I know I must be ready for you. Just be waiting for you.
But Friday night, I know I must be ready for you. Just be ready for you. Friday night, I know I must be ready for you. Just a lady for you. I'm your weekend special. I'm your weekend special. I'm your weekend special. I'm your weekend. That is all. That is all. That is all. another lonely night on my own again. How I long for your love. I need your touch, yes I do. You don't come around to see me in the wind. You don't have a chance to call me on the phone, yeah. A Friday night.
And a Friday night, I know I must be waiting for you. Just be waiting for you. But Friday night, I know I must be ready for you.
Friday night, yes I know. I know I must be ready for you. Just the lady for you.
Let's do it.
Friday night, yes I know. I know I must be ready for you. Just the lady for. Get down. I'm your weekend special. I'm your weekend special. I'm your weekend special.
I'm your weekend special.
What? Sing it. Deep. Special. I'm your weekend 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 special. I'm your that is all. I'm your weekend special. I'm your that is all.
Turquoise Harmony Institute, this Philharmonic Orchestra. Wow! Sibongile Kumalo, Yvonne Chaka, Pops Mohamed, Kutlano. Wow! Masote Washesa. Ladies and gentlemen, you were amazing tonight. Thank you so much for supporting. You were outstanding, Siabong.
The beautiful orchestra, ladies and gentlemen.
And you could have chosen to be anywhere else, but you wanted to be here, and we appreciate that very much. Thank you. Nangomuso.
Have a good night. Thank you. We do love you. And remember, we are one people. Thank you very much.